Today, we're killing our opponents with kindness. Hallo Miners, welcome back. I got a fun one for you today. Today we are going deep in the tank and we are playing Esper jellyfish combo. That's right, you heard me. This is jellyfish combo. Now, I know everyone should know what this is already because you know that this card right here, constructed playable all-star, Flumph. 1 in a white, 0/4 jellyfish with defender and flying. When it is dealt damage, you and target opponent each draw a card. How are we killing our opponent today? We are killing them with kindness. That is how we are playing group hug combo. So what we're doing here is this little jellyfish boy combos with Legacy All-Star Orcish Bowmasters. You all know what it does. There's no need to go into explaining what it does. But how does this combo with Flumph exactly? Well, every time Flumph gets damaged, which we can ping it whenever our opponent draws a card, or when Orcish Bowmasters ETBs, we can get Flumph to cause our opponent to draw a card, which will then repeat Orcish Bowmasters' trigger. See where I'm going with this? But you may be asking, well, what happens once you put enough damage on Flumph that it dies? Well, that's where this gets spicy. We're going to give Flumph indestructible with either Blacksmith skill or Ephemeral Shields. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to make an indestructible Flumph that is then going to keep triggering Bowmasters, which is going to keep pinging Flumph, and we're going to make our opponent draw their entire deck. That's right, we are playing group hug combo kill them with kindness. This is the first time I've gone deep in the tank for a brew in a while here. This deck has gone through multiple iterations. I tried doing a Mardu version that had more of the tutors in it. Just didn't seem to be working out too well. I settled on blue being the splash color here. So to round out what we're doing here, it's kind of an Esper Vial style tempo deck with the Flumph combo in it. We just have some good value engineering stuff here. We got Baleful Strix, you got Sam the Stout-Hearted, Spellseeker, Plague Engineer, Soul Herder, just overall value cards. Of course, Grief, because Scam is just Scam. It does what it does. And then rounded out with blue counters, Lorraine Revealed to find some lands, Source of Plowshares for removal, Brainstorm for card draw, Force of Will for counters, Teferi to make sure that your opponent can't interact with you on the turn you're going off. Because one downside is we are giving our opponent cards when we combo off. If we cannot find a way to stop them from killing our combo with either targeting our Orcish Bowmasters or finding some kind of exile-based removal like Source of Plowshare or Solitude, they technically can't interrupt our combo because we are letting them draw their entire deck. So something like Teferi will be able to shut them down. There were some versions I played that also had Orm's Chant in it, which they were alright, but it just felt better using Teferi and hoping that our counter magic can get us there. Being a Yorion pile, that is how we are guaranteeing that we are going to make sure that our opponent dies before we do to drawing the whole deck. Because in theory, if we had the same amount of cards or we somehow had less cards than our opponent, we would die to this combo as well. So we need to make sure that we always have more cards in our deck than our opponent does, even with our cantrips and our card draw. So that's why I ended up settling on a Yorion build. Land-based, kind of typical Esper stuff here. They're the one of Caracas to be able to do some fun shenanigans with Sam or to be able to bounce opponent Atraxas, Merit Lages, Gristlebrand, stuff like that. 4 of Wasteland, because sometimes we just got to play that control-y, grindy game, and Wasteland with Samwise plus Caracas is some really funny loops you can do, where you Wasteland your opponent, play Sam, get your Wasteland back, bounce your Sam with your Caracas to be able to repeat that all next turn, and just kind of Wasteland lock your opponent out of the game without even needing something like Life from the Loam or Ramanap Excavator or Crucible of Worlds. Sideboard is kind of a mishmash of random shit. You've got Flusterstorm and more Force Negations for combo decks. Storm decks, you've also got Meddling Mage and Lavinia for the same reasons. Lauren and Null Rod for artifact and enchantment-based decks. Shouldered's Edict for show and tell style decks, or just as some additional removal. And then Leyline of the Void for the graveyard decks. Obviously, Yorion deck, you got Yorion on the sideboard. More often than not, I found that he's Force of Will pitch fodder, but there are a few games I played where there were some hilarious lines where I ended up getting Yorion plus Soul Herder plus Charming Prince on the battlefield and just doing these crazy blinking loop things just to outvalue the opponent while I was trying to find the combo, and they ended up just scooping to that. But anyways, This is going to be a hell of a league. It's going to be rough. It's going to be grindy. But let's see if we can kill some opponents with kindness. Let's see if we can show that Flumph, of all things, is competitive in Legacy. Catch you on the wrap-up. Opponents with kindness today. Let's see how many times I forget that I have a Yorion. That being said, let's see. So I've got a guaranteed blue source, but I could brainstorm lock myself. But I do have all of my colors in a wasteland. I think we're gonna keep this and give it a shot. No idea what our opponent is on here. But we're gonna start off with the Caracas and pass. Make him think that maybe we're on like Death and Taxes. Instead of this like Esper value-y pile of shit. There's a good chance I'm getting an Underground Sea with this. I'm a little concerned about just instantly dying here to a opposition agent, so I think I'm gonna wait. Okay. So we hit a fetch. I mean, we can kill the opposition agent now. So let's Underground Sea. There's a part of me that wants to Sam just to get this back. But I think we're gonna brainstorm. Well, we've got 2/3 of our combo. Let's put back Lorien Revealed Marsh Flats. We'll draw the Marsh Flats, and maybe we can see if we can base some removal out with, like, Sam doing some shenanigans. Like, there's some really cool loops we can do where we, like, flash in Sam, activate the ring, bounce him back to our hand with Caracas, replay him to, like, turbo our way through the ring. There's also something to be said here about maybe just cycling this Lorien Revealed now, since we know we're grabbing a land anyways, but I think I like the Sam loop better. This also allows us to make up our decision on our opponent's turn. And I have multiple shuffle effects here. Our opponent also still doesn't know about this Wasteland. So there is always a world where we can, like, Wasteland, Sam, get the Wasteland back, waste all of their lands away. And our opponent isn't doing anything particularly crazy yet, so... Okay, here's where this shit starts. So they're a Storm deck of some sort. Are they just gonna be able to go crazy is the question. If they start doing anything with card draw, I just flash in Orcish Bowmasters and hope for the best. Unfortunately, we don't... Okay, it's just a Galvanic Relay for 4. I guess we'll see what they have, and that's going to dictate what we do here. Alright, they're going to have a Wish next turn, a Dark Writ. Ew, those are some really good hits. Okay, I think we're just going to do the Sam value line here. Start pressuring their life total and hope that they can't somehow piece this all together. Let's grab a Tundra. Flash and Sam, get our fetch land back. Soul Herder is interesting. So we're not going to be able to keep them off of all of their mana regardless of what we do here. So let's go ahead and play Marsh Flats. We'll get in. So we have a way to re-flash our Orcish Bowmasters if we need to, so I think I feel pretty safe go ahead and just, like, flashing in an Orcish Bowmasters if they go to try to draw cards. Like, if they decide to go for a Peer into the Abyss line, that's going to be hilarious, but I don't think they're going to. But you never know with the Burning Wish. You don't know what else is in their hand. So it just comes down to what are the 3 cards in their hand? Are any of them payoffs? And are they greedy enough to go for a Peer into the Abyss? Worst case scenario, we also can flash something in to fuck up their storm. Oh, it's Song of Creation. Ew. Well, this is going to be funny as hell. Okay. There is a very real possibility they just kill themselves now. Whoops, wrong color. Okay, this makes me feel much better. Because now they're going to take 2 for every fucking spell they draw. Or every spell that they cast. So they're going to have to be very careful now. Veil of Summer. Well, that sucks. Main deck Veil sucks balls. And there's nothing we can do about it, so sure. Well, we're gonna have an infinitely large Orcish army now, so I mean, just ping our own dude, I guess. Like, we're just gonna have an infinitely larger Orcish army now. So now we basically just have to hope that they fizzle through all of that. But they've got a Burning Wish, so the chances of them fizzling are slim to none, unfortunately. I mean, yeah, at this point, the only thing I can do, I guess, is hope they fuck up their math, and we can Swords our Bowmaster. Like, we can Swords our Bowmaster army to gain a shitload of life. Can I yield to this, please? Always yield to this. So, yeah, that's basically what we gotta hope for now, is when they eventually decide to go for it, I can just Swords our dude to get out of death range. So, we just sit here while our opponent combos out for a little bit, and hope that we can jank them out with the Sword Slashers. Because the funny part is this is actually keeping up with the Tendrils of Agony. So the question is how many Tendrils do they have? They probably have another one in the sideboard, if I had to take a guess. And this allows them to potentially go off again. Well, we're gonna make them have it, so... Well, we got no other plays, so we're just gonna let them do their thing. See if they got a second one somewhere. Well, we're gonna kill Sam. Do you have another one?
Sometime later.
I'm assuming they're gonna show us the Tendrils. Yeah, okay. They got the Tendrils. They got it. Cool. Let's see. Null Rod's coming in. Meddling Mage Lavinia coming in. Force of Negation Flusterstorm's coming in. Probably take out Plague Engineer. Vials don't seem super relevant this matchup. From one of each of our protection spells. Trim a Teft, Trim a Recruiter? Or something like that. Alright, let's see. What do we have for defense here? So we got Force of Will into an Orcish Bowmasters. I think we're gonna keep this. We're just gonna play land and pass. Alright, they're gonna bobble themselves to see if they want their top card. Alright, they didn't like what they saw, so they just grabbed it. This is screaming they have a Veil of Summer up. Ooh, Soul Herder's interesting. Let's go ahead and just grab that for now. I think I'm just going to slam an Orcish Bowmasters next turn, regardless of what happens. And then try to Soul Herder. Ooh, our opponent kept a one-lander. That's fucking rough. We're pretty safe to grab non-basics here. Let's try to get that... Let's get that Veil out of their hand. Alright, come on, let's see it. There's a Veil. Okay, that's fine. We're just gonna let that happen. We're gonna ping ourselves so that we get our army. And now we just present as much... Ooh, double Force of Will? I like that. Oops, wrong color. And now I can keep reusing the ETB. And we present a clock. And we're just on this, like... tempo-y game plan. I don't think this match is going to come down to comboing. And this grows multiple creatures in the process. So this is a key little synergy where it's growing our Orc army and our Soul Herder. So... And we're sitting on double Force of Will now. We did draw them another card, so that's a little scary, but we are sitting on double Force. Is this worth forcing their Carpet of Flowers to keep them pinched on mana? I think it is. I think this is worth the Force of Will just to keep them pinched on mana. Because they very clearly need it. Swords of Plowshares. I mean, that's a way to try to do what we did last time. But they are on like a 3-turn clock here. And then we just repeat this nonsense. And just keep it up. Cool. Let's go. Match 3, or game 3. Do we want to change anything up for the third game? I don't think so. So I've got a Force Negation to protect myself. I'm kind of mana screwed color-wise. This can help me. This is like almost capable, but I think I gotta ship it. I don't have protection turn 1. How much do we think this brainstorm is gonna save us? I think we're gonna keep this. We're gonna put the sword splashers back. We're gonna hope that this brainstorm can get us something good. This is super risky, but we're gonna try it. Into a carpet of flowers. Okay. We will see what we draw here. We don't have to give them mana right off the bat with this thing. But we're just gonna draw another land. Maybe I shouldn't have kept this hand. I just really hate mulliganing deep with this deck. Like, it's one of the downsides of play. Gaia's Will. Okay. I think we are gonna end a turn brainstorm here. It seems. Yes, no, we'll wait. That's interesting. Well, you get an extra mana, opponent. Hopefully we can hit something. Okay, we hit relevant things here. I hate to do it, but I think Flumph is going away. We are going to fetch, though, to hopefully hit something better off the top. I hope that this match just goes on long enough that we can actually get this grief down. I'm probably gonna go get, well, no, I can't go get a basic plains off of that, so never mind. Rite of Flames. Burning Wish. This is screaming that they have a Veil of Summer, right? Yeah, we're falling for the bait if they got it, but we have to. Oh, they didn't. And that is exiled now. Okay, another Rite of Flame. So what, are they just gonna go for Galvanic Relay now, I guess? No, we'll see. No, it's a Galvanic Relay, so they're just trying to reset up for next turn. I guess we'll see what they hit. Yeah, that's real fucking bad. Yeah, them hitting another Burning Wish is problematic. It sucks I gotta get a blue base. Oh no, I could get a Scrubland, actually. I guess I can get something that doesn't give them even more mana. And we draw the Flumph anyways. Interesting. I think we're just gonna play that and run out Flumph and hope for the best for now. They are also one turn away from this guy, or 2 turns away from Gaia's Will coming down and actually doing things. Like, the nice part is they can only there's their black mana. Fuck. Okay. Dark Ritual. This Lion's Eye Diamond. So they've got all the colors and mana they need, but what can they get here?
Sometime later.
Oh, they're just gonna relay again? I guess that buys me another turn? Okay. Gonna relay for 8 again. That's still not lethal yet? Alright, they're seeing what we're drawing. I mean, we're kind of just at the mercy of whatever the hell their deck decides to do. Alright, well, we're gonna brainstorm. These are all awful. Well, we are again at we're at the mercy of our opponent's deck again. And now we really need something because Gaia's Will is coming down next turn.
Sometime later.
A mini Grape Shot. Interesting. What are they targeting? Are they all just... Is all of this going face? Yeah. Okay. I guess they're waiting to go off next turn? Yep, they're trying to set up for next turn? Yep, okay. Alright, they're just setting up for next turn. Alright, this is it, like... What do we draw? There is still a world where we can win this? Blue? We need to hit Bowmasters off of this. That doesn't do it. Alright, I'm pretty sure we're dead here, but... I'm pretty sure this is just like a pretty clean, we're just fucking dead here. Between the Galvanic Relay and this coming back down. Alright, opponent, do your thing. Or F6. Have your fun. You're so close to just milling them out. I guess there is a world where, like, they just fuck up and die. Because they could. Oh, never mind. They sacked their, whatchamacallit, so they aren't gonna mill themselves out now. Yeah, they got a clean kill here now. Because they sacked their song creation, they're not gonna mill themselves out now, so. Yeah, they got a clean kill from here. Good job, opponent. Good job. Good games. Good games. So close. That was actually really close. Alright, lost a die roll. Not where I want to be yet, but we'll take it. So this isn't terrible. So we've got guaranteed land drops, we've got a Force of Will, we've got filtering, but we have no parts of the combo. From a value standpoint, this isn't a bad hand. This is a hard one to decide if I want to keep it. I kind of want to, just because it's a good value-y hand, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll keep it. It's got a no shit button in case there's some kind of crazy fast combo, so. Which it looks like they are. Okay. Just because Will, we're gonna say no. Now they have no mana. Orcish Bowmasters is interesting. That is part of our combo. Okay, they don't have any land, so that's good. Okay, so we've got two parts of the combo now. I'm actually kind of tempted to go ahead and slam this Charming Prince. Because they clearly don't have the mana to go off yet, and I don't really have no shit button at the moment, so... Underground Sea, Caracas, Charming Prince, try to set up our next turn by scrying. That's a Flumph. That's actually our entire combo. Yeah, we're gonna keep it. We just gotta fade 2 more turns. Alright, looks like we're doing it. Looks like we might actually be able to get the jellyfish on the board here. We are going to hold up blue, make them think that maybe we have like Flusterstorm or some kind of counter spell. As long as we can fade a turn, we're good. We found mana. Alright, looks like we should be good here. Okay. Alright, let's go. We're about to do the thing. We're actually gonna have one on the scoreboard. Holy shit. Alright, they're not even gonna make us click through it. They instantly knew what was about to happen here. But hey, that's a jellyfish combo on the scoreboard. We got to see the deck do the thing. Alright, against what our opponent's doing. Lavinia, Nullrod, all of these counters. There's something to be said about Leyline of the Void. I think I want to. A lot of these... This did seem like it might be Ruby Storm, though, so Leyline isn't as good against them. That being said, Plague Engineer is pretty useless here. I don't think we care about Aether Vial very much. We can take those out. Trim A to Fairy. Maybe trim A Soul Herder. Actually, Source Supply sure seem pretty bad. I can probably take those out instead, actually. This actually fucks with their mana, so I don't hate that. Yeah, let's try something like that. So we've got a single counter spell. I think we're gonna ship it. Can't keep that. I guess we're keeping this, and we're gonna put 2 lands to the bottom. Hope for the best. Okay, so yes, this is Ruby Storm. Black card for this grief would be not... I mean, I guess ask and ye shall receive? Let's see what they got going on over there. We've got a Reckless Impulse and a Rends Resolve. These basically do the same thing, right? So I guess we'll take that one. They basically just get a bunch of mana. I mean, they do have 2 draws with the Rent's Resolve, but in theory, if we really wanted to try to screw them over here, exile 2 cards until your next turn. I think we'll let them have this and see what they hit here. So it's just mana. Force with a Force. We can end of turn Brainstorm if we need to. And we can clear if we need to, so I don't hate that. Yep. I mean, at this point, it's whatever. Get your mana. We just care about payoff spells. You can have all the mana in the world. Do we care about this as much? Nah, it's fine. Alright, so we got a bunch of ruby medallions, and they still just got a bunch of mana, is basically what this comes down to. Yeah, they're just playing out their mana. So they have 0 payoffs at this point. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead, end of turn Brainstorm here. See what we can find. Teferi's not bad. Let's put back. Put back. Draw the land, fetch, play Teferi. I guess bounce one of the ruby medallions. Let's just spread our mana out. Let's grab a Scrubland, grab a Tundra. Alright, so I have a Pitch Cast Force if I need it. Next turn, I have Hard Cast Force if I need it. I'm just gonna replay that, which is fine. I think they're just sitting on a bunch of mana over there. Blacksmith Skill. Alright, so I can hard cast Forces 2 turns in a row if I need to. So I think I'm just going to try to cast this on literally anything that gets them cards. This does draw them a card, but I think replacing it with a card is fine. Alright, still nothing. Another Teferi is interesting. I am dropping my shields a little bit here, but I do have double Pitch Force if I need it. But this way, should I get a land onto the battlefield? Alright. Alright, so they're still just sitting on a bunch of mana. I still need to get a clock. That's a land. So I think I want to uptick that. Island Cycle. We'll grab another Tundra. Play the Tundra, and then next turn I will bounce one of these Yorion, get my dude back. And that way I have a clock on the battlefield too. Alright, still not doing anything, so they're just stuck on lands. Ooh, Recruiter is interesting. See what we draw. Ephemeral Shields. I could also just Recruiter. I actually don't hate that. Yeah, let's... We can Recruiter, grab Orcish Bowmasters, and I can still double Force if I need to. They are up to 7 cards. Okay, 4 Ruby, or sorry, forgot. They're replaying the Ruby Medallion. Playing out a Lotus Petal. Bonus round. We're gonna say no to that. Into a Rite of Flame? Okay, that's just mana. Into a Galvanic Relay for 6. Okay, that's fine. Let's see what they hit. Land. Reckless Impulse, Leyline of Sanctity, Mana, Land. Okay, Burgie's potentially a problem. Let's see how much damage we can get next turn. Alright, so let's see. If I Yorion, I know I can get another blue spell, because I can go grab... Okay, so I think I need to just start presenting a clock here. Because the Reckless Impulse is whatever. I think the Burgie is what I need to watch out for here. So if I play a Yorion, I can bounce all of this shit, present more of a clock, go grab... Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that. White, whatever. Whatever. We can go grab a Baleful Strix. And we're gonna reset our Teferi while we're at it. Alright, let's go grab a Baleful Strix. Lavinia doesn't really do anything here anymore, unfortunately. Yeah, I think I just want to grab a Baleful Strix here. Because nothing else here is going to matter. I just need the blue card. So the main thing is going to be stopping this Burgie if it comes down to it. Or the Burning Wish. They're going to wish now. Interesting. Past in Flames. Okay, that's actually fine because we exile Past in Flames. So now they can Burgie see 4 more cards if they want to and hope that they can piece it together. Yep, Horn of Karnfell. They get to see 4 cards off of this. A Galvanic Relay. And, aw, damn it, another Burning Wish. Alright, that might have gotten them out of this. Depending on what they get off of this Wish, this might have gotten them out of it. That being said, they don't... Oh, no, they do have 2 black mana if they have a Tendrils of Agony on the board. Reforge the Soul. Interesting. Okay. That just kills them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're down to 2. And I have a Flusterstorm to try to stop anything else they do. Okay, I actually don't hate that at all. Okay, that wasn't actually a bad Reforge for us since we got the Fluster. Like, as long as they don't hit a defense grid. Also, any of their, like, actual card draw just kills them. I wish I had a burn spell here. Play some Mountain Knockout. See you in Sakura. Horn for bonus round. Rite of Flame. Alright, so I still have a win con here. Casting a bonus round, that's fine. Reckless Impulse, okay. Rand's Resolve, Leyline of Sanctity. Burgie. They still don't have a win con yet. But they have another 4 looks with this Rand's Resolve if they want it, but... Yeah, you have assloads of mana. They can't do any actual card draw. It has to all be impulse card draw. Okay. Alright, there's a Burning Wish. Another bonus round. Okay. Alright, it's just a copy. It's not another cast, so it's just like 2 extra copies of a storm spell at this point. They have no more card draw. I guess they technically can see 4 more cards with Horn. They're gonna have an assload of mana to be able to pay for this Fluster Storm. So we'll see what this math looks like. Come on, cast the Metamorphose without paying attention. Do it, I dare you. They just had a Wish in hand. Okay. Multiple Wishes. So I think they have enough mana that the math isn't going to matter here. But we'll see. Because the Grape Shot's only going to cost 2. They're going to have over 40 mana left. Fiery Confluence. Deal 2 damage to each opponent times 3. Okay. Oh, okay. I forgot they can choose the same mode 3 times. Good game. Alright, well, we are on the play now, so that's going to help us quite a bit. Maybe bring the Meddling Mage in. Maybe the Mill Rods aren't as important. Drop one of them, try something like that. We were literally 1 point of damage short. Yeah, we're going to keep this. The hope is we don't brainstorm lock ourselves. Alright, we are going to end a turn brainstorm here, so that if we do brainstorm lock... Okay, we're not brainstorm locking ourselves anyways, so that's fine. I want to work toward this Grief, but we don't have any black cards for it, so I think we actually have to put the Grief back. And seeing as we have the Ephemeral Shields, I think we're going to go ahead and run out Flumph. Because if we top deck a Bowmasters, we just win next turn. And I've got 1 spell locked out either way. And if we get to go to next turn, I can just hard cast a Force if I need to. Reckless Impulse, sure. They're not doing anything with it this turn anyways, that's fine. Okay, we are going to set up to do the thing. We just gotta fade 1 more turn and we win. Alright, we got 1 Force effect to try to stop anything too crazy from happening. And the hope is that we just don't even need to do it. Cast a Burgie? Yeah, that's fine. Into a Rite of Flame, that's fine. Into a Metamorphose. Are we getting to the point where we want to counter something yet? I don't think so. Wait for them to go for something a little crazier than that. Seething Song. Is this worth countering? Because it'll drop him down to 2 mana. Because, yeah, this drops them down to 2 mana versus going up to 7. Trying to think if there's anything they can do here that fucks us over. Because, like, a Grape Shot for a bunch, I can save the Flumph, but it stops our combo. Yeah, we're going to try to stop the chain here. They can have 2, they can recast their Ren's Resolve to try to set up for next turn. Hopefully that wasn't a mistake. Alright, yeah, they're just casting their Ren's Resolve to try to set up for next turn. Into a Rite of Flame, into a Galvanic Relay. Hopefully they just relay here for a bunch. Yep, just relaying for a bunch. Okay, I think we got it. Pretty sure we got it. Holy shit, we got there. Target that. Convoke it. And we got the GGs. Alright, on the fucking scoreboard, we got to do the jellyfish thing twice. Alright, won the die roll. Let's see what we do here. Remember Yoria. So this is a Grief into an Aether Vial into land destruction. I don't think that's good enough. I think we gotta mulligan that. We cannot keep this. This is a zero lander. Probably should have kept the other one. I guess we're gonna keep this. And I guess we're gonna put Charming Prince and Wasteland to the bottom. Keep our card draw and our hate here. Hopefully our opponent is not on some crazy turn 1 combo deck. We can brainstorm to try to find an oh shit button if we need to. Maybe they think we're on high tide or something. Once upon a time. Okay, so this looks like a lands deck, which is not particularly good for us. Alright, let's see. Fetch land? Scrub land. Okay, I think we're better off doing this for now. Okay. Let's put Redundant Bowmaster back. Swamp. Play the scrub land. Let's get rid of this now while we can. And then we will pass the turn. Unfortunately, Bowmasters is never going to be in a position to be able to snipe a Reclaimer. This also could just actually be like Newton Elves or something similar to that, based off of what we're seeing, but we'll find out. Okay, it actually is that style of deck. So Bowmasters is actually going to be great, because Bowmasters is going to be able to snipe that. The other option we could have is to Fairy Bounce it to draw into our next Bowmaster so that we know our next card is live. Which might just be a better option here, I think. Because they're going to need another creature in the graveyard before that gets out of Bowmaster range. Yeah, I think I like that. We're going to go ahead and Teferi Bounce it. Draw into our other Bowmasters. So that gets us out of our Brainstorm now, and now we're drawing a fresh card. So this is like Newton Elves control. So discard is a thing we're going to have to think about. Okay. I'm assuming this means they're already playing Fiend Artisan. So Fiend Artisan can die here. But we have to do it on our turn. Hold up the white mana, because we don't want them to be able to sacrifice this Elvish Reclaimer in response. This also shuts off any Glimpse of Natures. It just mows down their board at this point. Okay, they have their own Bowmaster, but we have an answer to that as well. Like, we can just Bowmaster their Bowmaster. Alright, 3 mana. To just play an Endurance. Okay. Going after Teferi? Sure. That saves us some life, that's totally fine. Into another Teferi. So what, we Bowmasters their Bowmasters. Uptick Teferi. I guess we can see if they block or... No, they're just going to free block with the Endurance, so it's kind of irrelevant at that point anyways. We also could just slam this, but it triggers that. Yeah, no, we got a Bowmaster as the Bowmaster. And we can let Teferi go, because we have another one. They have another fucking Bowmaster. No, Grist. I'm assuming that means they're gonna sack their Orc token to kill our Bowmasters. Or are they gonna kill our Teferi? No, they're just gonna make a dude. Okay. Casting a Once Upon a Time. Okay. They found another Bowmasters, okay. Is that going after Teferi? Do I give a shit about this? Nah, we can let it go, that's fine. We have another one anyways, so I'm not super concerned about it. We are in a very precarious situation, though. Let's island cycle this, go grab an underground sea. So what do I want to do here? They're just gonna re-get this orc body back. Yeah, I'm not a fan of where we're at currently. Let's see, maybe we can spike a Force of Will off of this. Otherwise, I think this one's, yeah, land. Yeah, I think this one's slipping away pretty quickly here. This definitely seems like a rough matchup. Yep, there's the Bowmasters. Which I'm assuming is going to snipe. Yep, snipes our Bowmasters. Create another dude. They have roughly infinite mana. Natural order. We'll just see what their natural order target is. I'm assuming it's Greater Hope Behemoth. Yeah, okay. They got it. Yeah, opposing Bowmaster strategies seem pretty rough. They also just had some great fucking draws. Against what our opponent's doing here, I think Meddling Mage is worth it. Lavinia doesn't seem half bad. Childrick's Edict is interesting because it can get rid of... Yeah, we'll try that. Unfortunately, this doesn't really... I don't know. I don't know if Lavinia is really worth it here. Yeah, let's take Lavinia back out. Just bring a Meddling Mage Childrick's Edict. Plague Engineer doesn't seem very good against this version. Let's trim a Recruiter. Trim one Teferi. We didn't see Allosaurus Shepherd, but there's always a possibility it is. I was gonna try running it like that. I don't think we have a very good sideboard plan for this deck. Like, if it were traditional combo elves, I'd feel much better about it, but... the fact that it's the, like, Newton control elves shit. I mean, Meddling Mage ain't bad. I think we're gonna go ahead and keep this, actually. This is most of... This is pretty much everything we want, honestly. I just need to find a Flumph, and we're fucking good. I'm not sure what we name with Meddling Mage, though. Maybe Grist? Yeah, let's play an Underground Sea and pass for now. I'm trying to think of what we name with Meddling Mage, if we even bother playing it next turn. Like, probably just name Natural Order. Alright, gonna cast it once upon a time for free. Understandable. Weird that they played their land before casting it, though. Delighted Halfling. Okay. So I think the Grist named off of Meddling Mage is going to be a good idea. Let's brainstorm now. See if we can just find our combo. Unfortunately, that doesn't find it. But we will put all of this back. We'll draw our land, shuffle, play Meddling Mage. Go grab a Tundra, Meddling Mage on Grist, I think. I mean, we're getting a Tundra regardless. It's just a matter of, do we want to name Grist? Or do we want to name Natural Order? Grist doesn't immediately end the game, so I think we want it on Natural Order. So we'll try that. Natural Order. Start on that. If he grists, he grists. It's whatever. But if he grists this turn, he has to sacrifice his Delighting Halfling to kill the Meddling Mage. Yes, no, maybe? Yeah, Legendary. So this is going to be grist. Is he going to get rid of the Delighted Halfling is the question. Alright. Another land. So what we could do here... I can bounce the insect token so it's gone. I can bounce the Delighted Halfling so that they don't have the mana. I think I'm going to bounce the Delighted Halfling. Seems like the better option here. Or I can bounce the token, get Grist down to 2. No, I don't think that's the winning line here. We'll still play on the defense. This is keeping them off of some amount of mana. We also do theoretically have the Blacksmith skill to be able to protect this Meddling Mage if we need it. Dismember. Okay, so they very much care about Natural Order. But it looks like they don't have any additional mana? Yep, takes out Teferi, that's fine. Either that or they have a Gaia's Cradle. There's the Delighted Halfling. Alright, let's see. What do we draw here? A Brainstorm. Let's start with this. Okay, there's the combo. We will have enough mana to do all of it next turn if we live. Do we take the Delighted Halfling? I think we gotta kill the Delighted Halfling to try to keep them off of mana. So I think we're putting back Ephemeral Shields. Putting back Polluted Delta. Play a land. Swords the Delighted Halfling. Yeah, I think I like this. Try to keep him off of the mana. And then we'll pass the turn, and then if nothing goes wrong, we win next turn. I'm a little concerned about a Bowmasters. Hopefully they tap out to play something else. If they're holding up a Bowmaster, or maybe... oh no. Because even if I Brainstorm and get the Bowmaster out now, it still continues the combo? Okay. That's not a Bowmaster. Okay, we should be golden now. We are going to Brainstorm because having 2 layers of protection seems very good here. Put that back. Put the Delta back. Draw the Delta. Go off. Yes. Okay, and we have 2 layers of protection. Alright, cool. Alright, this should do it. It gets through a Snuff Out even. I don't... no, we need 2 white, so that part does matter. Let's grab a Scrub Land. Alright, and now we are going to go ahead and do this correctly. Boom. Boom. We are going to target Flumph with that on the stack. Give it indestructibility. And then this also allows me to be able to cast Ephemeral Shields if I need to. And then just to be safe, I'm gonna give this invincibility now. Convoke. Alright, and now we just let a machine gun him down. And we win. Both of our combo pieces are indestructible. Killing them with kindness, let them draw their whole deck. And I've got Force of Will to try to stop anything too crazy. I will have multiple forces. Both of our combo pieces are indestructible, so they can't, like, snuff out to kill one of them. Our opponent's actually letting us go through this whole thing. It's kind of funny. And even if they shuffle their graveyard back in, we've got 17 more cards than they do, and they've only got 5 cards in their graveyard. That, we can try to force any endurances they have anyways, so we have multiple Force of Wills now. Just a Flumph with casual 30 damage on it, you know. I think that's probably what they're trying to play out to, is try to get multiple endurances to shuffle their graveyard. One of them's already in the graveyard, so I don't know how many they play. If they play 4, I'm pretty sure we've got them all covered. Yeah, we got 3 forces, so we have all 3 remaining endurances covered. And unless they randomly have, like, Elvish Spirit Guides for some reason, which these decks normally don't, they can't even, like, Veil or shit either. And? Nope. Are they gonna try to get cute? No, and we got there. Alright. We got to see it machine gun the combo. Being on the draw, do I want to change anything? I can't think of anything I want to change here. Being on the draw versus being on the play. Like, I'm still super iffy about ley lines just because they do have some mild graveyard synergies, and that's one way they can try to, like, loop their graveyard back in with an endurance or something. Force negation can stop a natural order, but that's really the only thing it hits is the problem. Maybe there's something to be said about, like, bringing in 2 more, but if I bring in 2 of these, what do I want to get rid of? Like, Plague Engineer on Insect is the only thing that really matters to be able to name with that. Maybe just trim some Aether Vials. They don't seem super important for this matchup. Or something like that, maybe. Yeah, let's try that. This is unkeepable. Basically, all we got is a Brainstorm. We've got our protection spells, but we still need the other 2/3 of the combo. We'll keep this. Of everything we have here, I honestly feel like Teferi is probably the weak link. Yeah, we'll do that. This covers pretty much whatever we needed to at first. Assuming they don't flood the board with creatures that we need to deal with. Just Raw Dog and a Bajuka Bog. Okay. If they had discard, they would have played the Misty. So depending on what they do, we might Meddling... I don't know. We'll probably Meddling Mage name... whatchamacallit again? Ooh, what are they trying to do here? I don't know. Ooh, Grief is interesting, but we have the mana to be able to get to it, so I don't think we care about that. Alright, we're going to name Natural Order. Because if they Grist, I don't really care. What are they gonna do? Oh, they're just playing a Bowmasters? That's fine. I could actually name Orc and do a lot of damage here. I still think we're gonna do Natural Order. Like, we have this Orc covered in multiple ways. I'm not super concerned about it. And then we can kill Grist also, no problem. Like, if they just want to Grist negative, get rid of the Orc army to kill Meddling Mage, that's actually pretty fine. Yep, there's a Grist. Nope, just gonna create a creature, okay. So I have multiple ways to deal with this Grist if I want to. I can also Recruiter to grab something here. Or do I just want to kill the Orc army and be done with it? Problem is I Plague Engineer, he's probably gonna negative Grist. But then he loses it, so I think I'm actually okay with this. As weird as this sounds. See if he's willing to keep his Grist alive. Alright, apparently he doesn't care that much. He'd rather have the creatures. Alright, gonna make a dude. And a Fiend Artisan. There's an Atraxa in the yard. Ooh, that's interesting. So they don't have enough mana to actually go really grab anything here yet. So what, I can... They don't have the mana to do much. I can always go ahead and... Because this is a non-token creature, they can always just sacrifice the Dryad Arbor. We can see what they got going on over there, because a Natural Order on this board... Well, they can't cast it anyway, so I guess that doesn't really matter. I can Recruiter for Bowmasters, or I can just Grief and see what they got going on over there. I actually don't hate that line. Or we can just make them get rid of Grist, which I also don't hate. Probably shouldn't have actually done this yet. We have pretty much all of our colors, so none of this matters. We just want another blue something. Yeah, that was a mistake. I probably shouldn't have done that, but we'll do this in their upkeep, actually. We'll just pass the turn for now. We can take a beat for 4. That's fine. Make it get ready or Grist. It does make their Fiend Artisan bigger. But it removes their removal spell from Meddling Mage. Alright, so they've got mana. So if they can ever answer this Meddling Mage, or if they can find a Gaia's Cradle. But next turn we can go ahead and Recruiter. Oh, they're just gonna go find something now? Yes, no, maybe? Are they just gonna go find another Grist, maybe? Oh, they just had another Grist, okay. Alright, I'm assuming this means they're getting rid of Meddling Mage now. Oh! Okay, so that means they have a Bowmasters in hand. Like, that's the only excuse for doing this. Is they have a Bowmaster. Yeah, you've only got for 1, bud. Sure, we'll take 5. That's fine for now. So again, the fact that they took that out screams that they have Bowmasters in hand. Aether Vial, that doesn't do anything for us. So I can Recruiter for Bowmaster. Bowmaster their Dryad Arbor, and then they're just gonna Bowmaster me back. Or I can Grief Vial? Well, let's force the action if they got a Bowmaster. Okay, yep. This forces the action on the Bowmaster. If they can tap their mana correctly. Yep, okay. So this makes it safe for me to Bowmaster to kill their Bowmaster. Alright, let's go grab a Tundra. Play this. If they ever find a Gaia's Cradle, I'm just fucked. Yeah, the Control Elves version seem much, much harder than the Combo Elves. It's gonna go find something, I guess. Yes, no, maybe? Our opponent can't seem to make up their mind what they want to do. Getting in with a Fiend Artisan. I mean, we'll just chump block it. Alright. Source of Plowshares would be nice. Oh. I can just play Lorien Reveal, but I don't think that's the correct answer here. Yeah, I think I just gotta stick with my original plan here. Go grab a Bowmaster, ping their Bowmaster. Like, I don't like where we're at here, but... The other thing I could do is Charming Prince, blink this. Nah, I think I need to Bowmaster, unfortunately. I definitely feel like I'm on the back foot here. If they have another Bowmasters, this sucks. They also theoretically have access to another one with this anyways, but then that means that they have to hold it up indefinitely and they can't use it anymore. Okay, Endurance. Shuffling my graveyard in. Okay. Interesting. They're just gonna go find a Bowmaster now? Yep, looks like it. Looks like they're just gonna go find a Bowmaster now to deal with my Bowmaster. Not super sure that's the correct answer, but okay. Assuming they just put some back in my deck. I mean, I think we're about 0% to win this one, but... Yeah, I think we're about 0% to win this now, but... We have a Force of Will? I mean, we're not dead on board yet, so... And I can't even cast this Luring Reveal because of the Bowmasters, otherwise I'm literally dead on board, so yeah. We're just gonna see. We lost this one, unfortunately. Yeah, these Control Elves matchups seem much, much harder than Combo Elves, for sure. Yeah, they got it. Good game, opponent, good game. Alright, lost the die roll. See what we got here. Opponents decide if they want to play first. Show off Eorion. I do really like this comic book art style. Like, I actually very much like that. If I trusted our ability to draw lands, I'd say this is great, but I don't. So I'm gonna ship it. Alright, we can keep this. Since this is virtually a land drop, I think we're good putting back a land here. Unfortunately, we do not have an O-ship button if they are on combo. Starting out with a basic island. So far, so good in not being on that. That being said, back to basics is definitely something I'm mildly concerned about. So I think I'm going to play around back to basics, make them think I'm on death and taxes, maybe. Because we've got 2/3 of our combo. Alright, that's fine. We're just going to have to play around. We're going to play around counters, but they got one out of their hand. Alright, they're blue-white something. Probably just blue-white control. So exile-based removal is a thing. We're gonna try Aether Vial again, see if they got another counter for it. No, okay. So this is gonna allow us to sneak shit in uncounterably, unless they have a prismatic ending. But if we get rid of a prismatic ending, I'm actually okay with that. If this is a Teferi, Bowmasters actually lines up pretty well against it. No. Okay. Interesting. Plague Engineer is interesting. Seeing as we've got the Aether Vial, I don't feel the need... What is this, Hull Breacher? No, they're making a baby shark. In that case then, we're putting you to a force test, buddy. Yeah, let's grab our swamp. Alright, they failed that test. Kill your shark. Ping you for 1. Let's see what they've got for removal. Humility? Huh. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Huh. Oh, okay, I guess. Yep, I don't have an answer to that. That's interesting. It does grow our Bowmaster, though, which is nice. I definitely feel back to basics is in the cards here. So I'm gonna island cycle to go grab our basic island. Because I very much feel like back to basics is the thing that's gonna happen here. Yep, we're gonna take this up and we're gonna hope that we can just beat them down. Grief does nothing. Okay. Well, we're gonna attack. Well, that was definitely not what I was expecting. I literally don't... Well, I guess a Teferi technically does do it. Like, if we can draw a Teferi, we can bounce the Humility. That is a thing. Also, funny part is it makes all of their sharks 1/1s regardless. We are going to hold back some creatures. We are going to just keep working our way up this, though. We do have a 3-turn clock presented on the board right now, which is funny. Yep, we're just going to keep ticking up. Ephemeral Shield is interesting, but it doesn't give us hexproof, so... It can stop a Swords to Plowshare, or not a Swords to Plowshare, it's a Supreme Verdict, but I guess this is what happens when you have a lock piece and no way to follow it up. Supreme Verdicts. See if you've got a counter? Like, this is specifically what I was saving it for. I can pay for a Spell Pierce, I can pay for a Daze. Oh, they're gonna hard force it to get to... Okay, they do have back to basics. That is confirmed now. Okay, that's fine. Back to basics is confirmed. Well, we're just gonna keep trying to overwhelm them. Like, a Teferi right now would be great. Or just another land. Jace the Mind Sculptor, okay. Are you going to start trying to... Nope, they're just gonna brainstorm, okay. As much as I don't want them to be able to do that, that's kind of just gonna be what it is. And yeah, we're gonna tick it up so that we can put Yorion into play if we need to. I mean, fuck it. We're playing. Did you find another counter? They're doing something. They're going to Enlighten Tutor. For what? Putting a Helm of Obedience on top. Okay. That's interesting. We're gonna bounce Humility. Ooh. I like Force of Will. So we know Helm is on top. We're gonna kill that. Attack him. So there's something to be said about just Yorioning in shit. So what are they thinking? Rip Helm to kill me? We know Humility's in hand. I can bounce to be able to grab whatever. But then that leaves me... But they're facing lethal on board at that point. Yeah, fuck it. Oh, shit.
You big dummy.
God damn it. I thought I clicked Grief. Fuck. Well, I haven't answered the Humility again, so I don't think this really matters. Let's just do Shark. Fuck it. That was a mistake. I thought I clicked Grief. God damn it. That was a huge fuck up. Granted, they can bounce Yorion. I can get it back. I can bounce their Humility if they play it again. I don't think they can Helm and whatchamacallit me in one turn here. Double whites? Triple whites? Alright, just playing Humility again. Okay. I just bounce that and kill them, I think. Nope, we're gonna keep it. And they scoop it up anyways. Okay, so even through the punt, we managed to get there. Against what our opponent's doing... Bring in Lauren. Bring in Children's Edicts. Bring in Flusterstorm. I know you're not supposed to bring in Force Negation for fair matchups, but I feel like I need it. Swords to Plowshares seem pretty fucking bad. So we can take those out for sure. Everything else here seems pretty irrelevant. It's just, do I want these forces? Plague Engineer doesn't seem particularly relevant, so we can probably bring in 2 forces for the Plague Engineer. Maybe trim a guard to bring a 3rd force in. Yeah, we'll try something like that. They tend to be pretty slow, so I don't necessarily hate this here. Charming Prince can smooth out draws and present a clock. We got filtering and card draw. So I think we keep this. And I can go get all of my basics again, so I think I do like this, because I can go get a swamp off of this. I can go get a plains off of this, I can get my island off of this. So we'll start off with the Underground Sea, and we'll go from there. Yeah, I like this. We'll keep this hand. Our opponent kept on 6. Pondering life choices over there. Chose to shuffle, so they're desperately looking for something. I like where we're at, personally. Another fetch land? So I can actually go get my basic right now? I don't think it matters. I think we're gonna play the Underground Sea. Like, back to basics doesn't stop my fetch lands from doing their thing, so I'm not overly concerned about that. Staff of the Storyteller. Do I want to... This is pretty much everything I want, is the funny part. Do I want to try to force this, or do I want to save the force for a humility? I think I want to save the force for a humility. Yeah, we'll draw the Aether Vial, we'll play it. We'll let them get a 1-1 and start some of their card draw shenanigans. I'm not overly concerned about that. Alright, cool. That resolved. So we are 1 piece away from having our combo together. You can bop in, that's fine. I am going to go ahead and fetch. Drawing a card, that's fine. The funny part is we can actually do the whole combo on their turn now because of Aether Vial. Yeah, we're going to fetch and upkeep. So this gets me my white source. Let's grab my plains. Yes, tick up, draw. We also could hold on to this Charming Prince to reset our Orcish Bowmasters if we need to also. I actually don't hate that at all. Another Aether Vial. Alright. I'm good with this. And we still have Bowmasters up. Which I wouldn't hate if they just play another Staff of the Storyteller, try to draw a card. Alright, they're gonna get in. This gets me my basic swamp. This can get me my basic island. Humility. I think we're gonna go ahead and see if we can get a force out of their hand first. So this gets me my basic swamp. See if this gets a force out of their hand at all. No? Okay. It resolved pretty quickly, too. Alright, no, they did have a force. Okay. But it gets 2 cards out of their hand. Alright, so we're back in a point of we need to fairy to bounce humility to start doing things. Yeah, take both of them up. Or we just try to play the conservative route like we did last time and just try to beat them down over the course of many, many turns. They are down to only 2 cards, but they have a Staff of the Storyteller, which is not good. Okay, rest in peace. Does that mean they have a Helm in hand? We're gonna draw Flumph into play. I'm gonna keep both at 2 for now. Alright, that's that one. Oh, actually, I'll bump one up to 3. I'll keep the other at 2. Flooded Strand. I guess we're gonna see if they have a land Helm. I'm gonna make him think that maybe we have 2 forces in hand. Alright, I don't see it yet. I think I'm gonna keep him at 3 and 2. A Bowmasters. Okay. So if they can't do anything, we theoretically have a lethal next turn. I mean, we're going for it. This is lethal if they don't have any answers. Do they have a way to get rid of something on board? Or did we manage? We beat them down with the humility on board. Fuck yes. Hell yeah, my 1/1s are better than your 1/1s. Alright, fun round. Lost the die roll. So it just depends on how much we think this brainstorm is going to help us here. We've got 2/3 of the combo. I think we gotta ship this. A 1-lander's just way too risky. Alright, this we can keep. Just a matter of how much we think any of this is going to help us here. Let's put the swords back and try this. Try to go outvalue our opponent here. Alright, so this could be Storm, this could be Reanimator, but if it's Reanimator, they would have mulliganed more, I think. So I'm thinking this might be Storm. Yes, no, maybe? I guess this could be like Death Shadow or something too. Okay. I'm assuming this is a Daze? Brainstorm. Okay, Delver maybe? Are they looking for a counterspell? The nice part is like, if they're mana screwed, we can Wasteland them and then go grab a basic, hopefully, and just, like, forget this fucking Brainstorm. Alright. Finally figured it out. I would love if this resolved. No. Force of Will. Pitching Sauron's Ransom. So Grixis Delver? It would be great if they were mana screwed and I can just take out... Okay, nope. So this screams Orcish Bowmasters to me. The Fairy is interesting. Probably hold this up to be able to go get blue-whites. Like, this is screaming dropping an Orcish Bowmasters. But they aren't doing it yet, so... Ooh, okay. No land yet. So we are going to force the action. Ooh. That is interesting. Alright, so I guess the question would become is, do we think that they would have Dark Ritual into Now, we'll wait. Dark Ritual into Opposition Agent, I feel like probably wouldn't be something in Grixis Delver, but we'll find out. Still no mana. Interesting. We'll go grab... I mean, we can get both of our colors. Probably want a Tundra more than anything here. I'm actually very tempted to try to slam this to Fairy next turn. Since we've got so much mana, I think we're gonna try it. Blue. I feel like they would have countered something else by now if they had another force. Or we can get them down 2 more cards, get another force out of their hand. Force pitching Snapcaster Mage, okay. And then any other non-basic we got covered. Still no lands. Interesting. Well, we know we're grabbing another Soul Herder here. So I think we're gonna wait, try to Orcish Bowmasters on their turn. Depending on what happens here. So we can Bowmaster, then we can hopefully slam a Soul Herder. Alright, they have mana again. So a Bowmaster is now live. I think we're gonna try to force the action here. See if we can get them to fetch out a non-basic so that we can get rid of it. They didn't have the Bowmaster last time, so... And it doesn't look like they have it this time either. I want to get them to do it is the problem. Alright, so Snapcaster Mage is something that could be Ambush Viper mode, so we're going to go ahead and hold that back. Alright, hold up all of our colors. Resolved, okay. Alright, now we're getting some action. They're gonna fetch a basic is the question. Yes. Are they just waiting on the Bowmaster? No. Okay, that's fine. It gets a Brazen Borrow out of their hand, which is totally fine. Unfortunately, they are playing around getting Wastelanded again. Okay, they're gonna get hit. So it looks like they might have given up trying to not feed this Bowmaster. Chose not to shuffle. I don't like that. Okay, take one of my Soul Herders. Have fun. What do we got? Ooh, Grief is interesting. Well, they're gonna know what our whole hand is, so I don't think there's any point in holding this back. Yeah, if they get a land now, it's not gonna matter. Like, we might as well tap the Wasteland. See what they got going on over there. K-Command, Murky, Brainstorm, Bolts. They need another land to be able to Murktide. I don't have a good way to deal with it. So yeah, let's take the Murktide. They're currently staring down lethal next turn if they don't have a way to remove Orcish Bowmasters. Which it looks like they don't. This is just Grixis control then. This isn't even like full-on Delver. Ooh, they have an Orcish Bowmasters. Okay. That's fine. That saves them a turn. Alright, yeah, this doesn't matter. This is shields down. And we're gonna blink the Grief to be able to take something out of their hand. I think taking the Kolaghan's command is actually the correct answer here. Yeah, grab the 2-for-1 that can make me discard. So this is their hand. They can Brainstorm now. They're out from their Brainstorm lock, but they're staring down lethal from this Grief. gonna brainstorm, see what they can do here. Alright, finally, okay, they got a land, so that represents a bolt. Alright, so they've got a bolt and an unknown. Swords? What? This forces the action, right? Let's get rid of that. Alright, let's force the action. And they just scoop it up anyways. Alright. Got game one. Grixis control. They seem very graveyard dependent. So we're gonna bring in Leyline of the Void, Flusterstorm. Lavinia can stop all their pitch spells, but is it worth it? I don't think so. Based off of what we saw, I don't think Plague Engineer is where we want to be. I'm always so torn about bringing in more counters. Force of Negation is definitely the worst counter. But I think between our Force of Wills, Flusterstorm, and Teferi, we should be good. We definitely want all of our protection spells. There's just no doubt about that whatsoever. But they look like they're just straight up control. They don't look very Delverish yet. But maybe we bring in Children's Edicts as well, just to be safe. Trim a Recruiter. Maybe trim 2 Recruiters and a Charming Prince? Both Charming Princes? No. Soul Herder seems very good here. Vial seems very good here. Like, all of our stuff seems good. Maybe trim a Lorien Revealed and try that. I mean, this isn't terrible. In a sense, I've got like 2/3 of the combo, but this does just die hard to a Bowmasters, so I think I need to ship this. I also brought in Leyline, so I should probably mulligan a little more aggressively to find one of those. We're gonna keep this. I really like the idea of the Grief, but I think we're going... Yeah, we're gonna put the Grief back, I think. Sure. Aussies is fine. I'm sure they take the Bowmasters, which is fine. Maybe if I held the Grief, they would have taken the Grief instead. Yeah, there goes Bowmasters, which is kind of to be expected. And I guess Grief is back anyways, so in that case then... see what they got going on over there. Force of Will, Shoulder's Edict, Wasteland. Yeah, let's just take the Force of Will. I can go get a basic island here if I need to. And their hand is currently dead. I've got a Force of Will. Okay, I'm not gonna force a Ponder, that's fine. Chose not to shuffle, so they like whatever they found. Recruiter of the Guard, okay. There's the Delta, okay. Land? A Force of Will. Alright, well this might be a lost game to Mana Screw, unfortunately. We unfortunately are giving our opponent all the time in the world to shape their hand. Another nut shuffle. I mean, they can shuffle off of this Delta if they want to, anyways. Wasteland, okay. Do I care about a Snapcaster Mage? I'm assuming this is Snap for... Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and force this. Alright, a Vial is something. That allows me to start actually playing cards. It's a little late to the party, but... just playing a Lorien Revealed, okay. So they're trying to refuel their hand. This mana screw is kind of annoying. Alright, so we're gonna make them choose... Probably force them to get us off black. It's our least important color. Still have a lot of lands. We get on our Thoughtseize? Yeah, okay. Pick your poison. Took the Recruiter, interesting. I guess that makes sense, but we'll see. They know about the Force now, though. Sure. Get me off black mana, that's totally fine. That's a Flumph. Worst case scenario, we'll just flash that in a turn, I guess. They know about the Force is the thing. I think we are gonna go ahead and just force this. If they have a Force back, it lets us... Okay. So they didn't have a Force back. So they must have just wanted to get the Force of Will out of hand. Or they have another one? 4 mana. Some Murktide? No, Plague Engineer, naming what? Orc? Yes, naming Orc. Interesting. Alright, we're just gonna flash the Flumph in, fuck it. Do I want to keep it on 2? Yeah, I think I want to keep it on 2. I'm gonna pay the price if I end up getting a Recruiter, but... Okay. Land is good. I'll take 2. That's fine. Gonna keep it on 2. Beautiful Strix. Alright, let's pass the turn. This can clear out the Plague Engineer as well. Is this the Shoulder's Edict? No, Bowmaster. Oh, that's a little brutal. I wonder if they're gonna ping the Flumph. That'd be funny as hell. Into a Flusterstorm. Go ahead, ping the Flumph. I dare you. Aw, you cocksucker. Okay. Nope, keep this. Another Flumph. Okay. Flusterstorm's looking a little stupid considering how much mana our opponent has. I think we are gonna go ahead and just block here since we have another one anyways. Or are they just gonna like find a way to kill it so that... Let's get some land, okay. They can ping our shit, that's fine for now. Teferi. Tef is interesting. So we know that they have a Shoulder's Edict still, which can take care of this Teferi. That's an Ephemeral Shield. That's kind of funny. So that's part of the combo. I guess we're gonna see what happens here. Like, it's kind of a Hail Mary, but whatever. I'm sure they've got a counterspell for this. I'd be very surprised if they don't. What is this, a Drown in the Lock? Hardcast? No, Sauron's Ransom. Okay. Yeah, let's see what they do here. Top pile is face up, so we'll see what they take. Alright, so they ended up taking the Underground Sea and the Bolt. Interesting. So this is a little bit of a Hail Mary if this resolves, because if I bounce this and I get Orcish well, no, shit. Because I need to bounce the Plague Engineer to get the Orcish Bowmasters. Fuck. Well, we're gonna see what happens here. Sam. That's interesting. They could also just double Edict here, I guess, if they really wanted to, but we'll see. It flashes and Bowmasters, which is fine. Which is funny, because it means we're actually going to get the Teferi back. Are they just going to double Edict so they can get their 6 damage in? No, Fatal pushing the Sam. Okay. Oh, we'll just take it. Go to 4. The mana screw this game was kind of brutal, I'm not gonna lie. Alright. Alright, do they have the counterspell? Maybe? It has Hardcast Force mana. In which case, I will snap off a Flusterstorm. Yep, that is that. Okay, so I think my best bet here is bounce this. Hope that I hit an orc. Yep, ping something. I did not hit what I wanted. That is unfortunate. I think we lost this one. That mana screw at the beginning, and then we just kind of drew like hot garbage. It's just a bolt. Yeah, bolt to the face. Okay. Being on the play should help a lot. We got mana screwed hard that game. Do I want to change anything? Maybe Plague Engineer comes back in. They are a little wider. I don't think Children's Edict is actually super good against what our opponent's doing here, honestly. Yeah, I think we'll try that. Alright, let's see here. That is unkeepable. We will keep this. We have a Brainstorm, so I think I'm okay putting a land back to the bottom here. Okay, another land was nice. We're gonna do this before a Bowmaster comes online. Ooh. Problem is like, I actually want all of this shit, but I want to get this Leyline, or this Aether Vial down this turn, is the other problem. Ugh. Fuck. Do I wait a turn is the question so that I can draw this? I think we play it slow. We'll do that. I will try to play the Aether Vial next turn. I'm just gonna Brainstorm, yeah. That would have been great to get a fucking Bowmaster in, but... Alright, how much is passing the turn? Okay, I don't hate that. Alright, now I've got multiple lines that I can do here. Because I can Bowmaster with double Counterspell backup. and just slowly tick this Aether Vial up. So I'm willing to fetch now. I don't think it's worth getting basics here. I don't think that's what this game is going to be about, since I've got the Aether Vial. I also don't think this is going to be a game. So I can go get a land, or I can use this as pitch for Force of Will. I think I like that better. It also is a redundant land if I need it. Hidetsugu consumes all. I think that is worth countering here. His Blast. We're gonna fluster that. We have another counter for the Force of Will. Which, if they do, that kind of leaves us open to be able to slam this Bowmasters. They do. Alright, so they're kind of out of shit to do now. Yep, that's totally fine. Aether Vial's gone. I think we're going to go ahead and grab a Scrubland so they can't get us off of any particular color of mana here. Grab Scrubland. Slam Bowmasters now. If they have another Force of Will. Okay, they don't. Cool. Get our shit in now while we can. I don't hate griefing, but I think we're gonna go ahead and do this first. Ooh, Wasteland. I think it's more important to have grief for next turn, though. So this flips into a 3/3 with Trample. This shuts off a Murktide region if they still have those. 3 mana? Deluge X equals 1. Okay, that's fine. I am gonna have a grief, so I'm gonna get to see what's in their hand. There's Flumph. Let's take the 2-for-1. That flips around. We know they've got a Bolt and a Sudden and an Edict, so they've got multiple creatures covered now. They're not going to do anything yet, though. Okay. A land wouldn't be terrible. Swords to Plowshares. Okay. Hold up all of our mana for now. We're just gonna play that. We're gonna make them spend their counter spells. They're just taking it. Yes, no, maybe? Alright, Bolt's gone. That's fine. I think I do this now before they get a chance for a counter spell. That way also they don't get more life off of it. They want to make me sack Flumph, they're down to 1 card. Put Yorion in hand next turn. Another Swords to Plowshares. Okay, yeah. We're gonna throw Yorion in hand. They're just holding on to their Sudden Edicts. Ponder, sure. Unfortunately, we might be playing to the timeout win, but 4 minutes is still plenty of time to be able to close this game out. Chose not to shuffle. Okay, they're gonna shuffle off of this. Got it. Another ponder. Okay, so they're just setting their hand up. Chose not to shuffle. Okay. Blood Moon. Okay. They still got all their colors, but they still have to find a way to actually win this game. I mean, we're just gonna play shit out. Like, we've got 3.5 minutes to figure out how to close this game out, and one of their cards is virtually dead. Another hit at Sugu consumes all. Okay. That doesn't help them. This is only when it deals combat damage to a player? Yeah. So, I mean, I guess I can try to close the game out that way. If I get another blue card or another Force of Will. Okay. So they're going to try to close out the game with Hidetsugu, I guess. I need to hit my one of planes naturally? That's blue mana. That's starting to get me there. But they're going to sudden Edict. They're going to be able to get in with Hidetsugu for a turn, I think. Yep, there's that. Yeah. Okay. I mean, they do their thing. Like I said, I still need to just hit my one of planes, basically, before they can go off with this Vessel of the All-Consuming. Well, that sucks. I found one of my basics, but it's the one that I didn't want. Got nothing to do, so just F6. Well, there goes my swords, I'm sure. Yep. Oh, man, so close. Oh man, so fucking close. This one just slipped away. I was not expecting Blood Moon out of a 3-color deck. I guess I should have started aggressively fetching for basics, but... Alright, yeah, they're just trying to increase their clock now. Yeah, this one slipped away, unfortunately. Was not expecting the Blood Moon. If I had fetched basics, then we would have been good, but... Turns out land destruction did matter in the end. Oh, Wasteland, yeah. This one's over, because I don't have the 2 turns to get a land and be able to kill that. And they just have to attack twice. They have plenty of fucking time on the clock to be able to just attack twice. Yeah, Leyline. Well, good game, opponent. Good game. So what can we say about Esper Jellyfish combo? To be honest, I went into this league with one goal in mind, and that was just to get the combo on video once to show everybody. And the deck honestly blew my expectations away. The fact that we were able to get multiple match wins and pull out the combo multiple times, and that none of the matches that we lost just felt like we were completely steamrolled. We felt like we were in every single one of those. The deck blew my expectations away, to be completely honest. I thought this was going to be a janky, against the odds style combo deck that I get to see it do its thing once, and then I just get steamrolled every other time. But it actually was able to put up a fight. It felt relatively competitive, and it honestly felt like it was just almost there to be able to be a legitimate competitive deck in this meta. That being said, what would I change to make it competitive? As much as I hate to say it, I would probably say just take the combo out and turn it into an actual Esper Vial deck and go more of the tempo control route. But obviously that turns into a completely different deck. We're no longer doing the Flumph Combo stuff. If you want to keep the combo in it, I would say maybe drop some of the tutors and one-ofs and increase your cantrips, increase your blue count, maybe throw a couple more counters in there, a little more removal. And then just kind of hope that your cantrips are going to get you to your combo pieces instead of specifically trying to search them out, and just control the game until you happen to find the combo, instead of making your whole game plan just to get the combo on board and do his thing as quickly as possible, the way that I kind of tuned it. I did have a version of this before this that was Marty that had red in it, specifically to go up to a full 8 of the tutor recruiters, and then it also had more pitch elementals in it. It had Furies, it had Solitudes to try to control the board more, but it just died so hard to combo decks. The fact that you had basically no counterplay if your opponent just stormed off on turn 1 or reanimated on turn 1 or shit like that. So I ended up going into the blue route for Teferi and counter spells and stuff like that. I think that was the correct move. Maybe I'd fuck around with the red version a little bit more, see if I can get that to work. Just screw with the numbers a little bit, maybe have a little bit more sideboard hate in the form of like my break traps and stuff, specifically for the storm decks. Maybe that would work, and it's somewhere you could go if you really want to try to focus in on the Flumph combo itself. As you saw, we had a little bit of issues controlling a board that already had creatures resolved, so maybe that would be better for a meta where you're expecting that kind of thing. That being said, I would not recommend this deck in a big, serious tournament. You want to bring it to an FNM, low-stakes tournament, you just want to get reactions out of people, I think it'd be great. I'm sure you're going to get a lot of people commenting like, oh, I died by a jellyfish. But I wouldn't bring it to a big event, because an answer to your combo is everywhere. The best answer for a Bowmasters is another Bowmasters. It's everywhere. You saw in the Cradle Control matchup, when they had a Bowmaster, we just couldn't go for it. Either they'll kill our Bowmasters and stop the combo, or they'll just hit us directly to the face. And unfortunately, most of the time, your life total is going to be a lot lower than the number of cards left in your opponent's deck. So that is one huge strike against this deck, is the fact that one of your key combo pieces does die to this card that is absolutely everywhere in the format right now. But if you like this style of deck, give it a shot. Honestly, not really my play style. I'm sure that came through in the video. I didn't always make the correct choices, the tightest lines, but a big part of that is just me not being familiar with this style of deck. Anyways, I hope you all like what you saw. If you did, do me a favor, hit that sub and like button below. It is free to support the channel. Go follow me over on Twitch when I do occasionally go live. Have your notifications turned on, since I don't really have a schedule over there. And if you really like what you see, it's never expected but always appreciated. Go ahead and drop a donation. Drop a donation deck list. I'll play it on the channel. As always, thank you for stopping by. I hope you all had fun. I will catch you in the next video. And as always, stay salty.